Hello, beautiful people. So today we're going over the first week of Inktober and all the drawings that I did. See here we have the first one, technically the second one. The second prompt was Wisp, and Wisp very general. A lot of these are really general terms, so it's kind of tricky trying to figure out what to show, like what elements to use and stuff like that. So of course, when I searched Wisp, a lot of things about ghosts were coming up, and even Wisp from Animal Crossing kept showing up. But I didn't really want to draw like a ghost or something like that. So I started to focus on wisps of hair. So here I have an oval shape to represent her hair, and then I have pieces coming off, just like a wisp of hair just coming off. And then I kind of want to replicate it in her sweater as well. So pretty much this was solidified, and then I went on to the bigger sketchbook and I recreated it. next over here, we have the prompt for the third day, which was bulky. Didn't know really what I wanted to focus on, but a bulky sweater was really the main thing that was popping in my head. So here's a sketch that I managed to do for that. I did some bulky sweater, bulky shoes, and a bulky hat as well. And I was like, okay, this could work. I really like how the shoes came out, but for some reason I just could not get these replicated in the sketch, in the larger sketch. So the composition has changed a little bit, but roughly here is the same. So this is just a sketch I did for that. Here we are for the fourth day. The prompt was radio, and then I'm doing another Inktober prompt where it was the one for the show Primal and Adult Swim, and they had a prompt word of prey. So I combined those two together and made radio and prey. So here we have a vulture, which is the birds of prey category type thing, and then I just made it robotic to represent the radio aspect of it, and then I added some more stuff, some minor changes in the final drawing. The keyword was blade. Had a lot of trouble trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this. Like, a blade is so general, it can mean a lot of things. It could be a blade of hair, like it could be so many things, but I really just kind of wanted to focus on swords just to make my life just a wee bit easier. So then I started messing with the composition of someone just holding a sword, didn't know what to do. Then I was like, maybe I should just focus on the concept of like how I want the sword to look. So I started sketching a bunch of other swords. I still couldn't figure it out. So I was like, I should just draw, like, I just wanted, like, maybe just do, like, a weapon wall of swords and stuff like that. So I started doing that here, and then we have a pumpkin cut by a sword, and then someone swinging a sword. I just could not figure out what I wanted to do for this one. And then I did some more sketches here. I really liked how this one was coming out, but it just didn't seem like it really showed the blade aspect of it. And this was really just inspired by Steven Universe and how they can spawn their weapons out of their gems. This is kind of where the idea came from. But I was like, there's too much of her face and not enough of the sword. It's not really showing the keyword as much as I wanted it to. So then down here, really small, is a concept that I chose to go on for the bigger image. And it's really just like a large sword that's impaled in the ground and someone like coming up upon it and looking at it pretty much. So for the 6th day, the prompt was rodent. And rodent is a very general term, of course, so I was like, what do I want to do? I just don't want to draw like a rat or a mouse. So then I started writing down a bunch of types of rodents that, you know, were listed in the rodent category. And I was like, you know what, let me just combine all of these. So here's a rough sketch of all that. Its face just looks so creepy. But yeah, very, very creepy. But this is what I came up with, and I was like stressing myself about it, but I was just like, dude, don't take this so seriously. So this is this, and it's pretty much looks exactly like this in the final image as well. Alright, so here we are on the 7th day. Prompt word was fancy. So as soon as I saw the prompt word, the first thing that came to mind was my Animal Crossing avatar, and how like my character was wearing the Victorian dress with the crown, and it had the mustache, like the really curly mustache, and some goggles on. And I was like, if that's not fancy, I don't know what is. So I pretty much just recreated my Animal Crossing avatar, and I really had a lot of fun doing that one. So here we are on the 8th day, my birthday by the way, and the prompt word was teeth, and there was so many things you could do with teeth and I just did not know. At first I was originally going to do like a teeth forest, but I did not feel like drawing so many teeth, so I just abandoned the idea altogether. And then I was going to draw like a deranged tooth fairy sitting on a pile of teeth, but I was like, that's kind of cliche, it's already been done a little bit. I kind of moved on to this composition as someone coming across like a cave of teeth or something like that, which is kind of like inspired by the scene in Aladdin when he was going in, and then when he was in the desert and he came across a lamp in the desert with the big old mouth that he walked into. And also the SpongeBob episode with the worm is also what came into mind when I was drawing this. So this is the idea that I chose to move on to on the final illustration. And then lastly, for the 9th prompt, we have throw, and of course didn't want to really draw someone throwing something, so I focused on the throw, like a throw blanket. And here just messing for different ways that someone would use a throw, and I just really like the one of someone sitting in fetal position wrapped in a blanket. So this is the one that I chose to do in my sketchbook, and I haven't inked it yet, so we're gonna go ink that right now. Alright, so here I just pretty much redrew the sketch in my sketchbook, just on the bigger page, and then I'm about to ink it, and hopefully this goes well. And I've noticed a lot while doing this little Inktober thing is that when I'm sketching, I press so hard that it's just impossible to erase my lines, and it kills me. It's like I need to do better. Like I always draw in lead pencil like all the time, and like red pencil, you know, is 0.7 lead, like it's dark. So then I started moving on to just the H grade pencil, because, you know, it's lighter lead, easier to erase. But even then, I'm still pressing super hard because I'm trying to get in all these details instead of just sketching in the general area and then just going in with the marker and doing it. So that's what I've learned. Is that a good thing that I've learned it? Sure. I can't begin to tell you, but anyway, we're here to ink this. That's what we're doing. As I'm coloring this, I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm winging it. And it usually works out for me in the end. It usually changes it up. It's like you're still in the beginning stages, so you shouldn't doubt it so soon. So it's like yeah, it looks really bad now, but you know, after you work on it a little bit, you can make it look better, you know. So here it is, the last drawing for this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like, share this video, comment, and subscribe below. Inktober is really fun, so if you haven't done it before, I suggest that you at least give it a try. You don't have to be completely committed to it, but at least give it a try. And also, all the final images will be posted on my Instagram, link below. Please follow me and check my stuff out, because you're gonna miss all the pristine images and all the stuff that I create. I'm always doing something, so Instagram is where you'll find my most recent activity. So yeah, hope you guys liked this video, and I see you guys next Friday.